Now let's go show you how this is done. We're going to make this straight, and if we flip this over, see, yesterday when I was holding this with one hand and trying to make the cut, I missed it. All right, so it hangs over just enough. So we're going to show you how to fix this. All right, so let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, thanks for being here. I appreciate all the support and the time that everyone, that you all spend here checking this out. And, you know, there are some channels that are charging to do these little training type videos, which I have not done at all. I don't even have Patreon. All right, so now let me show you how this is done. All right, you want this against the fence, okay? Now watch what happens here. Okay, when I put this against the fence, all right, if I make this straight, we're going to flip this over here. All right, now let's see what's really going on. All right, as we're finding the angle. Now there's exactly what we have on the wall. All right, so I flipped it over on this. So okay, so this way it doesn't tilt. With it flipped over this way with this little bitty edge, it'll tilt and it just takes the shape. All right, and you see the angle running at the bottom now. Okay, but that's up against the blade and the bottom's running. So we're going to flip this over. Now we can see exactly what we have on the wall. And that's exactly what we have going on at the wall, or at the piece of trim where it butts up against, okay? So we know that we want to make it, we want to cut it from here up. All right, so this is how I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to bring this down. Okay, I'm going to bring this out, and we're going to sight it in down here to the sight that I pointed out many times. Okay, now the sight, and I'll point it out again, is right inside this groove here. Okay, and so the sight, what I'm going to be looking at, lining that pencil line up with, is right here at this edge. There's my sight right there. Right here at that outer edge, right here. All right. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. I should be getting my other phone, which will allow me to do a little better positioning here. And we won't be doing all of this messing around that we're doing at the moment. Okay. Here we go. Now, of course I could edit this out, but at the moment I can't with this phone. Okay, so now I'm going to sight this pencil line in with that edge. Okay, so that edge, again, I'm going to point the edge out, is right here. All right, so let's sight this pencil line in. Okay, with that edge. I'm going to get that lined up, sight it in. Okay. It's too far. That should be it right there. If you look straight down, you'll see it lines up with that edge right there. Right there. We're going to start there. It may still need a little bit more taken off, but we're going to see. All right, so let's line this up with the blade. All right. Okay, and on the other side of the blade, you see, it's just right there on the other side. Okay, that's flush with the outside edge of that blade. Okay, here we go. Now it's over just a hair. See the pencil line. Now, to make this cut, I had to hold quite a bit of pressure, very firm pressure. See the whiteness of my skin on my finger. All right, I got quite a bit of pressure as well as holding it down, because as you push it through the blade, okay, as you get it about in here, it wants to start pushing this piece back out. All right, which means you're going to have a curve or a hump in your cut. Okay, so that took a fair amount of pressure so that it didn't push it back. Now let's go check this cut. Okay, this is why I take the time to show you all this, because these little things, if you don't know about this, you won't be ready for, and this makes a big difference. And so bearing with me through all of this really makes a big difference. All right, let's get this set up. All right, let's get this set up here. All right, so we're going to take this piece. Now I'm going to make another piece, okay? But I was wanting to show you how that was done. Now, on this outer edge, because we're going, right, we want it flush to the inside here, and you can feel it this way to flush, okay? But if you put something flat up against it, see the angle, see? So you just pull it to it, bam. Now I could also do that and then, okay, take my pencil and lightly mark. Okay, let me find my chisel edge, okay? There's my chisel edge. You can see where it's flat. Okay, you flip it over. It's flat on that side. Okay, so you take your chisel point that I create. It's more like a calligraphy pencil, and get it right here in that corner and just lightly mark. All right, then you know you're straight. See, here is your pencil line running right here. Okay. Bam. Now we know it's straight because we have it up against a straight edge. And just another piece of tile, all right, that I'm using scrap. You could use a speed square for this. Anything that's flat. Okay, now, moment of truth. Let's put this piece up there. This is the reason, this is a moment we've all been waiting for, all right? So we're straight here, we're tight there, we're straight. Now, is this going to be straight? Looking pretty good. Bam, there it is. Okay, perfect cut. And this is why I showed you all the little details that I show you. Now, we're going to make a new one. All right. Now, so we're going to take this piece, okay? Now, we're going to turn this long point over, okay? You can come here. All right, you want it right there on that edge, right where the, you want it right where that point meets the round over, all right, or the bull nose. Sorry about all this. Okay, right there. I'm going to adjust that a little bit more. Okay. Now, that is just a little bit back. You want it right where that bull nose rolls over and comes to the straightens out. You see the white edge? You see the gray? Right there. Right where that white meets the bull nose. The finish on the tile. All right. Okay, so then I'm going to mark this here at this point. Okay. And you can see my pencil line right there. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of tape. We didn't mark it on the front side in my last video. So we're going to take this tape, we're going to put it right in the center of that pencil line right here. Okay. Bam. Take it down. All right, now I'm going to show you another little trick. All right. Okay, now we're going to lay two pieces out here. All right. All right, so we're going to do this right here. All right. Bam. Now we're going to put this right here, see? It's not going to work. Not going to work. All right. So this is a little trick, okay, that I'm showing you guys. All right. Now let's get this all dialed in here. Okay, it's important that we get this dialed in nice and straight over here. Okay, now we have this cardboard running underneath, all right? And we're going to run that cardboard right to the edge of this. If I'm frustrating you guys, I'm sorry. I realize this is probably frustrating to watch because it's not smooth. Okay, but you will get the knowledge. That you will get. All right, now, some of you already know where I'm going with this, and some of you are going, what is he doing? All right, so now we are, all right, so we're gonna get this in line where we want it here. Okay. Gonna get that right there. Okay. Now, when I get that right there, a little more. Right there's close. That's close enough. Now, what I'm doing, I can now mark this right here at the edge of this cardboard. All right? And it'll be in line with that corner. All right, because it goes straight back in to the corner right there, see? So I'm transferring it over here, but you need to know that that's perfectly in line or else it'll be off. All right, now that's one way. So I'm going to show you this and we're going to test it. All right, we are going to test what it is I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to come over here with my pencil. All right, and I can mark right there, okay? I could also put a mark here if I wanted to, which doesn't really help me though. All right, so I just come over here, make sure that's tight, straight, back against the wall, and bam. Now if your wall's off a little bit, it's going to throw this off a little bit. Okay, so now we can roll this up. There's the mark right there. Let's roll this up where we want it here. And let's see if that lines up. Well, that's moved. That's moved a little bit. Okay. All right, so that's one way. Now, let me show you this other way. Okay, let's get, better readjust this a bit. Okay, now, I'm going to take our speed square. All right. Take our speed square and we can do the same thing. All right. Mark this just a tad better right there, and again here, and another one up there. Okay. Now, all right. So I put the speed square right here. Then we can mark right here. All right, so now we've transferred that out where we can see it. Okay, see that? And now I can move this, and I can use that right there. Okay. Now I get this lined up with this edge. Right there is like, right there is like perfect. All right. Now, see that pencil line? I hold that there. I come over here and I make my mark. All right, and we know that we are right where we need to be. Okay, and we're going to mark and we're going to cut to right this side of the line. Okay, we're going to cut to this side. All right, now I'm going to take my speed square. Okay, we're going to lay this on here because we know this is straight. I'm trying to get you in the viewer. Okay, or we can bring it over this way, however. Right there. See that? Now that's where we want it, about right there. Get this chisel side edge in there. See, we pushed it forward just a tad, right? So we know that we need to bring this out forward and then mark it right here. Bam. So we're going to cut, see, there's my mark to this side of the line. All right, so we're going to cut right to the outside of that line. Well, let's go cut it from here over, okay? And that simplifies the process. One day these will be more professional. But you know, they say start where you're at, grow where you're planted. When you get lemons, you make lemonade, right? Do the best you can with what you got. All right, so that's what we're doing. Okay, I gotta get this reset. So I gotta loosen this. Unfortunately, okay, now we're in a better position here. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. All right. One of these days I'm gonna have to try to get me another tripod. This is better than my first one. No, it's better than my second one. And the second one was very rough. And so it's a good thing. Now, we're going to save the pencil line. All right, so how are we going to do that? You guys should be able to tell me how I'm going to save that pencil line at this point. For those that didn't know in the beginning. All right, so let's line her up. Okay. We went right to the outer edge of that tile. So I'm sighting in, I'm looking dead on to this blade right here. I'm looking straight on with this blade. If you look at an angle, it changes the position in your eyes to the pencil line. The pencil line moves. It's an optical illusion, okay? Or if you catch this angle, then it changes. So I have to look dead on with this blade when you do this, anytime you do this. All right? Because if you move your head to the left or right, that angle of that pencil line starts to move. So you need to be dead on, just like you're shooting, just like if you're shooting, you know, and you're sighting in you're target practicing or whatever. All right, now that looks dead on. Right to the outer edge. Okay, let's look at this up close and personal. Straight down. There it is, right to that outer edge. Now I may move it over just a hair. All right. See if I can't get you this angle. Angles make a big difference. Okay. Depending on your angles. I'm at about a 15-degree angle, shooting off about like this right now with the saw blade. All right. I'm not straight on. camera sitting over here, then it's tilted kind of back like this in order to get this shot. All right, looks like I'm just a hair close. So I'm going to move it over just a hair. And I'm going to be perfect right there. All right, let's see. Can you tell the difference? All right, maybe not, depending. But I'm good, I'm perfect. That pencil line will still be there when we're done. Okay, there it is. Although I cut just a hair fraction of it, I think we're going to be really good. Let's go see. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Not now, but right now. Right here. Right now. Over here. All right. So let's get her done. All right. All right. Here we go. Get that up close and personal right here. Okay. Looks like that's moved somehow. Okay, let me flip this around like this. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Now, if it's too long, I'm going to show you how you solve that little dilemma. Okay. And it looks like we could be a tad long. All right. But we're straight. Nice straight cut. And we're a tad long. Okay, somehow, see, it was off a tad. Okay. That's straight. Okay, now, you see over here, we're overhanging. All right, that's what we didn't want, but this way you start seeing how to fine-tune things. Okay, so we're a tad too long. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Now we just put this back here. Remember our pencil line, right? Our pencil line, it's faint, but it's right there. Okay, so I'm just going to mark that right to the pencil line. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, right there. Okay, now. Yeah, if you can't watch this video, if it's too, just too, unprofessional, I do understand, although something moved. That's what I know. Something definitely moved because, look, I'm right there at my pencil line. I cut it perfect to the pencil line. Okay? Perfect with that pencil line. That is perfect. So something was off and I didn't catch it. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to press this against here and hold that right in place. I want to see where we're at over here. And that puts that, it overhangs that there. So that's too much there. So I either cut this piece, my vertical, here, or I cut this. If I cut this, it's going to change the width, and you're going to see it when you look at this. So that means this has to make the adjustment. This one dictates what this one's going to do, because we don't want to change the thickness of this one. All right. So we do it again. What was that process? Do you remember? All right, now I can also take this at this point, like I did my speed square, okay? And I'm going to use that for my straight edge right here, all right? That's where I need to go. That's where it needs to be, right there. Okay, so now it's going to be right when I cut that. And see, there's a space difference right there. See the two lines? All right, that's the wrong line. I cut it to the first time. That's the right line. Okay, now let's take this. All right. And there's the overhang and there's the gap. All right, so if we were to measure, okay, we would see that the gap, all right, sorry about all that movement, the gap, the space between that there and this here is the same. See, that's about a 1/4 inch right there. It's about a 1/4 inch overhang. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Whatever it is, we're going to go, all right, with where this falls when I bring this back. And this is going to tell me exactly what the deal is. Okay, now is that where I want it? It's going to go up just a hair. Right there. It's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. And so now I'm going to mark here. And as you see, the back of this, let me zoom. Okay, the back all right, is right here, this pencil line that you can barely see. Right here, there's the first line. Okay? So I'm just going to mark here. Right there, I just got it marked. Okay. There's my mark. Okay, speed square. Put this on the back side. Okay, slide this down. I don't like this little groove they put back here in this corner that kind of throws you off. And because of that, I don't like it. Okay, so you can't beat the good old-fashioned regular speed squares, that's for sure, because I got to sight that in now to make sure it's just right. Okay. All right, looks like that's going to be it. Okay, it's right in line. Okay, let's go get this cut and get this finished. Let's go get her finished. Okay. And if you skip through this video, I don't blame you. I understand. I'm a little frustrated with how this is coming about. I really am. Got to start somewhere, right? Okay, now I'm going to get this lined up. We're cutting to the back side, and you want to barely save that pencil line. And this detailing, it's real important. Everything is precise as it can be. Okay. The water washed off. The pencil line was there, just to the outside edge of that blade, and the water rinsed that off. We're going to see right now, but the water rinsed off what was left, and we are going to see if we're at where we need to be now. All right, here we go, folks. Now you can see. All right, we're going to put it right at this pencil line. Okay, bam. Okay, now, where are we at here? Okay, it's just a hair over. Okay, it's just a smidge over. Such a little bit. Most people wouldn't mess with it, and they would be going, how do you take off just a minute amount, a smidge? Okay, I'm going to show you how you take off the smidge. I showed you this technique yesterday, and today we're gonna put that technique to use. Okay, right now we're gonna put that technique to use. Trying to get it to zoom. Okay, now first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up against, and put the long side to the back. I'll get up against the fence. Okay, push it against that blade. Then I'm going to bring it to the middle. Okay. Now, watch. I'm going to push in. Okay, it's going over just a hair. Okay, I wish you could see. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm pushing that over. So there's resistance on that blade. All right, that's what I'm doing. Now, watch what I do. Resistance towards the blade. I'm pushing. You hear it? That may be just what we need, and I may need to do this one more time. But this is where that technique makes a very big difference when it comes to detailing and fine-tuning your work. All right, to separate those that know and understand what's going on from those that are trying to figure it out. All right, this is tricks of the trade right here. These tile guys do not want you to know that. Now, it's not against the line. Okay, I'm going to bring it to the line. Bam, I think that's going to be good. Now we're going to put up our vertical piece. Okay. And it may need to be a little bit more. It may need to come off. Just a hair more. Just a hair. We're going to show you. See, just a hair more needs to come off of that. All right. It doesn't look like I hardly took anything off of it. All right. So this time we're going to make it fit perfectly. All right, same technique. Here we go. Okay, we went the long side up against the fence in the right direction. All right, now here we go. Pressure's against that. You see that blade flex, okay? Now you can see it flex. Putting a little flex on the blade. Just a tad or just a little bit of flex. Let's see if I can get you a better view here. There we go. Now. See the blade, flex.
Kenny, want to use the bathroom?
All right. Okay, flex. See? Now, there we go. They're back here where you'll be able to see what's going on when it starts moving. One of these days I'll have a better setup. Hey, let me take, I don't know, like I said, I don't have a Patreon or anything like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, that should do it. Well, while we're waiting, I want you to know that this will cut your hand. I said, you know, it will cut your hand. You got to respect all blades. Okay, look. That's the end of a 2x4. And this will cut this. So you have to respect this. This will cut you. You gotta take your finger off. You see that? Now, a wood blade, because it has the notches in that blade, all right? Let me show you here. We're gonna show you the comparison here. All right, this is my DeWalt slide saw, okay? This is my DeWalt slide. Okay, but look at those teeth. If I can get you to bring it up where you can see them. Ah, this is bad. You see those teeth? That will rip your finger off. It causes that material to twist and jump and turn and flip. If you're not careful, I would never have my fingers, I would never touch my blade running ever. It would rip your finger off. It would cut it off. I never have my fingers this close to my blade. Ever. I never touched this blade running. Ever. This will cut it off now. And not even care. Alright? So, yeah, you gotta respect your saw blades. The diamond blade is smooth. It's diamond chips. And on the outer edge of that blade, you still have to respect it. It's a power tool, but it's not like the wood saw, for those that don't know, okay? I can't stress that enough. So let's see how this is going to fit. Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth. All right. There's our mark. Get set, go. All right. Okay, let's get this lined up. Bam. Okay, are you ready for the reveal? Okay. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. There it is. Okay, it's exactly what you want right there. So, all right. Let's make this bad boy work. Not now, but right now. I'm going to use a little trick. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'm going on this paneling. Okay. Now, because I'm going on the paneling, I am going to use 100% silicone. 10-year mold, blah, blah, blah. That's neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned. What you want is this 100%, says white, okay, silicone. Oh, I'm sorry, it says waterproof. Waterproof. Waterproof, okay. I knew this was clear. White wood didn't make sense. All right, so I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it here on this. And looks like I've got, whoa. Now, I'm going to have to clean that up a bit. Okay, this is where your scrap piece of tile comes in. You can kind of spread this. Bam. Okay. Now, what I'm also going to do is this here has that groove, okay? This has a little groove right here. I'm going to fill that in with silicone as well. All right. So before I put that in place, I'm going to fill that groove up here. Some silicone. Okay. Okay, so we got that, and well, we will this one put in place. Not now, but right now. How. I'm just going to bring some excess over here like that. Okay. A little bit right here in this corner. Bam. Okay. A little bit right here. That's why you want little bitty openings on your silicone, so you don't get it everywhere. Okay. Now, this is going to go up. Okay, there's this piece, bam. All right, now we're going to put a dab on here. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Got to zoom out. This is all right. Now you can better see what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to put a little dab on this center, a little bit at the top, a little bit here at the bottom. Okay, and that should be good. Get that spread a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm also going to take a little bit of this and put it right here on this edge, right here where it meets up with the tile. All right. Then I can take lacquer thinner, or I can take fingernail polish remover, better known as acetone, and go over this, okay, and take off that excess. Okay, so we're going to do the same over here now. All right. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to take this silicone. And we're going to, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to fill in this here. Okay. Fill that in. All right. And we're going to put silicone on the back of the tile. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to take a piece, just kind of lightly spread it. Okay. Lightly spread it. Let's come in here. A little bead right here. Okay. Okay, let's test it right here. Okay. There we go. Now, get that 100% silicone on this next piece. Now I use thin set on the wall, at the tile up around the wall. I use thin set. I want everybody to know that I use modified thin set for everything else. So you don't want to use this. This is the exception to the rule right here. Okay? The exception to the rule. Doing this here on this paneling. All right? Okay, now need a little bit more. I'm going to put it right on the edge of the tile, across the bottom. Okay. One more moment. Okay, here we go, folks. Here we go. Carefully. Okay. Bam. There it is. There it is. Whoops, there it is. All right, now where it oozes out, you can also take a razor knife when it's dry. Just let it dry. Okay, and then take a razor knife and you cut it out. See right there at the joint where you can see it? I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to take a razor knife flat up against this. Just going to slice down through it. Okay? And that'll be removed. And then any excess, like I said, you can use like a little acetone or lacquer thinner. Okay. So, I don't expect everybody to watch this whole thing. If they do, thank you so very much. I look forward to your comments. Here's the overview, sort of. All right, it's not 100%, but when I get the grout in there, it'll be perfect. Now I can grout. Well, if you haven't liked or subscribed, like, subscribe, share, and look forward to hearing from you. And remember, never give up, because there's always a way. Always. Tell me what you think. Bye for now. Bye.